I took my VA claim into my own hands and I started talking to other vets that were also denied, talking to their VA reps. I took my claim into my own hands. I learned a little bit about the website and I learned about this thing called reconsideration. Now, I recommend not putting in an appeal. When you get your letter and it tells you why you were denied, and at the end it says, hey, if you want to appeal it, you're just going to sit in the queue for, like, everybody I talk to that appeals it for a year and a half. Now, there's this thing called reconsideration. And basically, not to go through every step on how to do a reconsideration, but you can you can have the VA reconsider the decision right within eBenefits. And basically, you're just going to reapply for benefits within eBenefits. And you go through the motions, and then it brings up what you applied for. And it says, not service connected, 0%, not service connected. Well, there's a button on the right that says, it doesn't say reconsider, but, it says, at the moment, I don't know exactly what it says, but it's like a reapply button when you're reapplying for these benefits within eBenefits. So you're not appealing, you're having them reconsider. And it'll walk you through 15, 20 steps, and you literally reapply through eBenefits, not through your VA rep. And I found that every time that I've done this reconsideration, I get a CMP exam. And a CMP exam is a compensation and pension exam. Basically, when you apply for benefits, they send you to a VA doctor, and you tell the doctor what's wrong with you, and the doctor sends in, information about what you're complaining about, and that's how the VA determines it. So when I do this reconsideration, not an appeal, but a reconsideration, the guys that are in appeal status waiting for a year and a half, I get my CMP exam a week and a half later. 2 weeks later, I'm getting a letter in the mail saying, hey, we got your doctor's appointment set up. So I found this little shortcut, actually a massive shortcut.
Yeah, that's great information there.
Yeah, the VA is not able to put your claim back on the back burner. It literally, I'm telling you, within a week or two, you're going to get a letter in the mail or a phone call saying, hey, we want you to come in and get checked out again. And weeks after that, not even weeks, but a couple weeks after that, you're going to get whether they approve you or not. And when I found this little secret out, I started, thank God, after 2 years of getting denied, now I'm service connected on my leg, and I can go to any VA hospital, and the stuff that I need, any medications or blood thinners, or God forbid I get another clot, compression stocking, it's all covered, totally free. I don't pay any co-pays, nothing, and that's one of the benefits about putting in a disability claim.
That's awesome. I really appreciate you sharing that with us. Anything else you want to add to that claim? I know sometimes you advise all of us here at the station and other vets to write on a little letter when you're reapplying.
Yeah.
Just to explain why you're reapplying.
Yep.
Conditions have worsened, or there's new conditions that you're rising, and you type it up. Just type up a small little paragraph, Microsoft Word, and while you're reapplying, you can upload that letter, and it gives the VA a little explanation of what's going on with your.
When you reapply for benefits and eBenefits, at the end of it, it'll say, "Hey, do you want to upload any documents?" And basically, you can write just on a Word document. It doesn't have to be professional or anything. Just put the date and to whom it may concern. Hey, there's been some updates to my my condition that I'm applying for benefits here, and I would appreciate another CMP exam. But I got a couple things that I'll say right here. Okay, a couple, little off the cuff things about VA.
All right, we'll close it out here.
Okay.
In this next. All right, so we're back. So great information call. Thank you very much. So pretty much the point is, if you're a veteran, if you serve your country, if you got out of the military and are not applying for your VA benefits, you're doing yourself a disservice. Please apply. You don't have anything, you don't know what to do. You can reach out to the DFW, the DAV that can help you out, or you can take it up on yourself through that website that you mentioned.
Yep.
And I'm gonna let you go and close with some statements. Cole, what else do you want to tell our viewers? Other information, or to help them out.
Like you said, you could be a vet that did your time. You did 4 years, and you may not think that anything happened to you while you were in the service. But being in the military is hard, and you're around a lot of hazardous stuff to your ears. Noise. So even though you think nothing happened, things could be happening, and you need to take your medical record in to a VA rep and have them comb through it and see what you can apply for. One thing I would recommend is that if you think you're going to put in a VA disability claim and you don't have all your ducks in a row and you don't have your paperwork ready, that's okay. Call the VA. You could just Google their 800 number In fact, I can give you the number while we're sitting here talking. Call the VA and put what is called an intention to file. And basically, what the intention to file is saying, hey, VA, I'm going to apply for benefits. I don't have my stuff ready right now, but I'm going to apply for benefits. They'll take 5 minutes of your time. They'll take down your social. They'll take down a little bit of information. And basically what they're going to do is timestamp that day. So if you call the VA today and say, hey, I want to put in my intention to file, they're going to timestamp that day. Now, let's say you have 1 year from that date to put in your VA disability claim. 6 months down the road, you finally put in your claim. When you do get decided, and let's say you do get compensated, let's just say there's compensation involved, they're going to back pay it. So I tell people all the time, don't wait to put in your intention to file. Even if you don't have your stuff ready, put it in now. Call the 800 number, take 5 minutes, put your intention to file in. Then get your ducks in a row and go see your VA rep. There was just a couple more things I wanted to say here. If you're still on active duty right now, get documentation for anything that's bugging you. If you're a reservist and you're on active duty, document. Get that paper trail going. Because if you don't get the paper trail going, you could still apply for benefits. It's so much easier to get approved for those benefits if the VA looks back and sees that documentation in your record. So if you're on active duty and you're about to get out and you know, hey, this is what happened to me on active duty, go to your clinic. Get documentation. That's huge. Just major. I can't stress that enough. UQ Vets, just to put another plug out for that, if you want to connect with thousands of other vets, YUKU. Just Google it. You'll see the forum right there. And I'm telling you, you're going to connect with thousands of vets that are they're in the same situation that you are. They're in the same situation that I was. And the only reason that my claim went from, not even being service connected to being the so-called resident expert here at the fire department is because of UQ Vets and talking to other vets. And that's the only reason my VA claim turned around. And now I'm connected and I'm very happy with my VA claim. And that was because I talked to other vets. If you do get disability claim or service connected on your disability claim, start going to the VA hospital. Don't go to you can go to your own doctor, but go to the VA hospital and be seen for your condition there. Because what this does is it starts the paper trail within the VA system. So let's say a year down the road, if you're compensated 10% for, let's say, tinnitus, go to the VA and get seen for tinnitus. And if you're feeling the pain or any condition, go in through the VA. When you put in for an increase and you say, hey, I want to put in for an increase, they're going to look back that paper trail and you have a way better chance of getting connected or an increase. I know this was a lot of information. I would be more than happy to share, discuss any any questions that you have. You can hit me up on my personal email, which is appsteam70. I'll spell that out for you. APPS, and then the word team, TEAM, the number 70 at Yahoo. So that's APPS team 70 at Yahoo. And I'd be more than happy to talk to any vet out there that would like to discuss VA disability claim or just have a question on how to apply or what to do next.
Thank you very much, Cole, for all that information that you provided with us. Very knowledgeable. Thank you very much. Hopefully, our brothers out there, brothers and sisters, can listen to this and do something about their claims. Maybe help them, Again, thank you very much to all of our listeners. If you want to get a hold of me through social media, I'm on Instagram, eWorld7, on Twitter, eWorld. If you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, how to join the military or how to join the fire department, help with your VA claim, please reach out to us. And then just a plug in there. The reason we're doing this, Vets Helping Vets, is to hopefully one day, the suicide rate goes down in our community. And hopefully these can reach out to a veteran out there who's having issues, problems, and they can use this information. Absolutely.
Definitely. This is the being in the military is a brotherhood. So if any question, I think it could be anything, and hit you up and just say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. Any situation with the military. Like I said, you join the military and you make lifelong friends, and I keep in touch with my military vet friends more than I did with my childhood friends growing up.
Yeah,
and my dad, to this day, my dad is 78 years old, and he still talks to his friends that he was in for in the Air Force.
Well, yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. Glad you guys. Hopefully, you guys like this episode. See you again on Vets Helping Vets.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Cole.
Thank you for having me.